Hey guys, this is going to be a comparison video between the Thrunite TN12 and the Fenix PD35. Now, I might move a bit quick over some things because I've tried to do this and I got to 26 minutes. Before I start, I'd like to say that this was one flashlight I wanted for a long time, and because of its price, I just didn't get it. I didn't buy it. But last couple of weeks ago, I bought it, and I bought it specifically to compare it with the TN12. So let's get started. I'm not going to start with the flashlights, I'm going to start with the accessories, from the pouch to the lanyard to the clip. Pouch on the Fenix, Cordura, very rigid, no elastic, and this little loop here, while it does a good job, it's harder to use than the D-ring on the Thrunite. I much prefer this. Of course, there's a way around it. You can add a D-ring yourself. Now, this one feels slightly more padded, and it has elastic bands on the side. That can be a good thing or a bad thing. If your clip is really tight, it's going to be harder to get over the side of the pouch, which is how I hold the flashlight in the pouch with the clip. With this one, you won't have any problems. However, because it has that knurling near the head, the Fenix will be harder to get out of the pouch unless you yank it. Very sturdy pouch, very sturdy pouch. Comes down to personal preference, as does everything. Now the lanyard, straightforward. Flat cordage, a buckle here, thin cordage. Round cordage, much softer. Thin cordage, a buckle, and you have this little plastic piece here that will secure the lanyard to your hand, the flashlight also. And if you're using it to navigate and you take a fall, anything that's attached to you with a lanyard, it's less likely to get away from you. But this is even more unlikely to get away from you because it's secured to your wrist. I like this little thing. It's a small thing that makes a huge difference. Now, I've also asked a few people, because I am very familiar with the Thrunite, but this was one of the flashlights I've always wanted to get. So I've asked also other people to tell me what they thought in order to be as impartial as possible. And I think I've asked about 6 people. Which one would you prefer? Now, they are very similar in size and weight. The Thrunite is 2 grams lighter, with batteries, of course. And I've asked everybody, and they all said the same thing. They're almost the same flashlight. If you would show me one and the other, people were not gear heads like some of us. They would say, oh, I would just think you showed me the same flashlight twice. But what everybody noticed, and what everybody except one person said, that they prefer the black clip of the Fenix, myself included. Just one friend said he likes the satin finish. However, me, I prefer the black clip. A black flashlight with a black clip makes more sense. If it's going to be tactical, let it be tactical all the way. Now, the second thing that you quickly notice is the fact that you cannot stand the Fenix on the table like this. The Thrunite does, and this is a very useful feature. I use it quite often, and when it's not there, I really miss it, because you will have, if you have a power outage, or if you just want to test your flashlights like I did, I hold it pointed up the ceiling and turn it on. It illuminates the whole room, but you cannot put this on a table, and that really does not make any sense to me. Why wouldn't Fenix do that? I mean, just sink the button in, make this a bit wider, and it can do a headstand. Why not? There has been a PD30, a PD32 version. This is the PD35. I would think that by now they would. The texture here, both flashlights have it. This, I don't know, diamond pattern, diamond checkering, I don't know what it's called. But the Thrunite has it here, the Fenix doesn't. And I don't know why. Once again, it makes really a lot of sense when you want to change the batteries. You have a good grip here. I like it more, and a lot of people also notice this. So they noticed the fact that this one didn't do a headstand, and the fact that it didn't have this nice texture here, which is it's not aggressive, but it's very grippy. It's very nice. Both tubes can be switched over so the clip changes positions. Now, the way you use them, very straightforward. You use this button to have a momentary on or constant on if you click it all the way through, and this button to rotate through the modes. Everybody told me that they thought that this button was easier to find and operate. And I don't know if you can hear it. I'm just gonna... This has a softer click to it. It takes less effort and it's easier to locate. One person actually told me they do not like this design. It looks like a USB port, and he thought, wow, very cool, you can charge it from you, but it's not a USB port. And he also said that if you were to wear a glove, I didn't even think about this, you could actually slide over it with the glove because you wouldn't have the rubbery feel to it and miss the mode switching button. I didn't even think of this. For me, I kind of like the design, but this one is easier to find and operate. And the same is true for the on-off switch. This one takes less effort to operate. This one takes a bit more effort. Now for the momentary on, they both work excellent. But when you want to push it all the way through, this takes a bit more effort. And with a gloved finger, you would have to push a bit more to get through the material and click it all the way through. With the Fenix, you do get this knurling here, that is to stop it from rolling on a surface that's not even. Now, it will not stop it mid-roll, it will keep on rolling. But if you place it on a surface that's not too tilted and it's not rolling, if you just place it like this, it'll help it. However, that's why I keep the clips on both, because the pocket clips really help with that. Overall, a few people told me that the Thrunite has a smoother feel to it, and that is true. The Fenix has a rougher feel to it. You will feel more corners. These are more rounded. Some people like the fact that it feels rougher. It's better for feeling it in your hand, knowing where your hand is exactly on the flashlight. So that's your choice. I don't have a personal preference here. I like the way both feel. Now, modes, which is arguably the most important thing. First mode. Am I in a first mode? No. The Thrunite starts off with a Firefly mode, 0.3 lumen. The Fenix starts off with 14 lumens. And you can see it. This is part of the reason why I'm filming outdoor, because I can shine it into the camera and it won't go all white. Both have cool white light, and I have been spoiled because I like the Firefly mode. It's really good in preserving your night vision and not bothering anybody else in the room. The Fenix doesn't have it. Starts off at 14 lumen. This is very good for looking around the room. The next mode for the TN12 is 20 lumen, which is about the same as this, and for the Fenix, 50 lumens. Good intermediate modes. Then I think the Thrunite goes to 280 and the Fenix goes to 180. Then the Thrunite I think goes to 800 and the Fenix goes to 460, and then the last modes 960 for the Fenix and 1050 for the Thrunite. Fortunately, I cannot really show this. My camera won't pick it up. I've tried. Indoors, if you shine it at about a distance of 3 meters, you will see that the Thrunite, this one, the Fenix, will have a much better defined circle. The Thrunite will be a bit blurry around the edges. But at about 40 meters, you will see that the Fenix has a wider circle, and the Thrunite throws the beam much better. It's much more concentrated. It will give you more detail, which I really like. And the cool white from the Thrunite is a bit less bluish. I compare this with the EO1 is really extreme. It really gives you a blue light. The PD30 has a white sort of bluish hint, which is nice to look at, but will tire your eyes much quicker. So I much prefer the light on the Thrunite. Also, I've been having this on for what, 30 seconds? I held both flashlights on for 5 minutes. First time I noticed it was when I was playing with both, looking at the building across the street. Just by playing, the Fenix got warm. The Thrunite didn't. After I left it on for 5 minutes, I was cooking, and I said, well, let me just test this. The Fenix got hot. The Thrunite was warm. Now, I turned both of them off. Of course, this one, which was warm, cooled down immediately. This one was still warm after about 3-4 minutes. I don't know how much it took for me to put food on my plate. I didn't understand that because this is 960 lumens, this is 1050 lumens. So why does this get hotter? And this one has a cone-shaped head with this knurling that I'm thinking is also there to evaporate heat. It doesn't really work. Right now, this is much warmer than this one, and it's been on for what, 1.5 minutes since I've been talking. If I switch hands, I will not feel the Thrunite because the Fenix was so hot. I'm just going to turn them off. Now, slow mode, and yeah, one more thing. When you turn from the highest mode into the lowest, so from 5 to 1, the Thrunite will just go 5, 1. The Fenix will do actually something very pretty. It will dim the light. It will go woof, which looks very cool. But from the warming up point of view, to me, it doesn't make much sense that the flashlight that has a lower lumen count gets warmer faster. But in their defense, it does say hot here, and I've read the user's manual very briefly, and it says that it has what Thrunite calls the intelligent temperature control. The TN12 does not have it. The PD35 does have it. It says so in the manual. I didn't test it because it got quite hot and it didn't turn down to a lower mode. But that's what it's supposed to do. Don't know if it does it, but it says it's supposed to do it. Now, they're both waterproof to a depth of 2 meters. Shockproof, TN12 will take a fall from 1.5 meters. PD35 from 1 meter. That's what the user's manual says. Weird is, I was expecting 2 meters from the Fenix because I didn't read much about it. I just wanted the flashlight. Once you get into knives or flashlights, you are hooked, and this is me right now. So both very good flashlights. However, of the 6 people I asked, 5 said they would pick the TN12. One said he would pick the Fenix, and that was my friend who just immediately said the black clip. They're so similar. I just like the black clip more. This was before I told him what they cost. Now, the TN12 will cost you about $45, 40 euros. I paid 77 euros for the PD35. That's about double. When I told people the price, they all said, well, I'll just take that one. Nobody really cared about lumens. 960, 1050 was close enough that nobody really said, wow, this one is more, because it really takes a person who's into flashlights to notice those things. But for regular people, they said, well, you know what, I'll take that one. And after I told them the price, I said, well, even more so, I'll take 2 of those. This was also my sentiment about these 2 flashlights. I would go for the one that's half the price. The Fenix PD35 is definitely a cool flashlight. I like it. I'm not sorry I got it. I'm gonna keep playing with it, keep testing it. I've tested this one for about 2 months. Very satisfied with it, but I will keep testing this one. If you have any questions about either flashlight, please just ask me in the comment section. I will get to them as soon as possible. I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe you were looking for something and this helped you out. But once again, I knew they were very similar. I was kind of expecting more from the Fenix since it's double the price. But as it is, I like them both. If price is not an option, then you should really look at the features, but as price is an option, for me, the TN12 is a clear winner. I could get 2 of these, and I probably would. But both are fine. I realized this was a long video. You could probably tell I'm really excited about the subject. I carried 2 flashlights with me out in the woods for this. Some people don't really like flashlight videos. I do. So I hope this didn't bore you. Thanks for watching. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I wish you all a great day.